Gutfoxx here. So, MLB The Show came out with some franchise stuff and a little bit of Diamond Dynasty information, at least on the pre-order, that I kind of want to go through, give my opinion on franchise, where it is in MLB The Show 21. So, oh man, here's the thing. I don't want to put a lot of effort into this video because San Diego Studios doesn't seem to put a lot of effort into franchise mode. No, after playing, out of the park baseball for quite a few years, only the new game, and I know that game really hasn't evolved a ton, but they've made a few changes that I kind of needed. I mean, out of the park baseball, how much can you change up the franchise there? And I'm kind of on this diatribe because you really can't compare the show, which is a baseball game with actual gameplay, to a game that's just functioning completely around the franchise mode, and they have an awful card collecting mode in Out of the Park, but I do feel like they each have their own niche, right? It would be nice to have an in-depth franchise with everything that we want to see, online franchise especially, in MLB The Show. It's kind of like a one contained package, but that's not what they're doing. They're definitely focused a lot more lately on Diamond Dynasty, which we see in a couple weeks for that reveal. Next Thursday, you see. And then the Thursday after that's the Diamond Dynasty. Then the Friday, the 16th, would be the actual game launch. So, the feature premiere today. Franchise. Now, I'm not going to take up a lot of time. They go through some things. They go through new updated trade logic. They go through different, tasks and stuff. I'm gonna link this. You can watch it. But really, I think the biggest reaction of the community was, why did I waste my time watching it? I saw a few people say that. They added a new depth chart. They went through and allowed you, they updated some logic, some ability to see how that player plays and how they're projected to play through their career. It's only 3 people in a trade is awful. I don't know, dude. It's disappointing, but you know what? We're mainly a Diamond Dynasty channel now. As franchise, I feel like in sports games have kind of fallen off. And I think the best one is in 2K, but I don't like their gameplay. So that has its own problem right there. Kind of going through some of the transaction screens. So it's a neat franchise if you've never really played franchise mode before. And with the show, I think it's kind of cool. The road to the show looks a little bit better than this. I don't know. I think if they had this franchise but put it online, people would like it. I know, they removed online franchise because nobody's really playing it. And I think that would be a better addition. If SDS is deciding what to do next year between online I'm not saying this is a dichotomy here, this is the only choices, but online franchise or doing that thing that everybody asks for, which is a MUT squads way of playing MLB The Show where everybody's on the same team and then you play with your teammates. I think online franchise should be done over that. MUT squads is awful. The community is very small. People say the same thing. It can be fun with friends to play MUT squads, and there is a very small, dedicated community to it. But like I said, it is small, so I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze on things versus updating franchise and going more towards that and putting online stuff there and support back into the game for that. So maybe next year, franchise folks, it's tough. I'm saying, you're wow, you're pretty light on details there, Fox. It's yeah, because a portion of the stream was filled with them talking about depth charts. Oh, look at this. There's their 88 overall, and there's their card. And if they got the red thing next to it, it's a good prospect. They got contract year as one of the things. I don't know. It was just Mike Zunino's in a contract year, so there's a blue thing next to him. I that's it, right? That's what they're talking about, and it's kind of bad. SDS does a pretty good job with, Diamond Dynasty and making that nice, but it does feel like this is definitely on the back burner. They don't have a lot of resources dedicated to it, and it shows. But what can you say, right? What can you say other than, hey, all right. So we're gonna skip we've talked about Stadium Creator before. You can put Stadium Creator into your franchise. All right, cool. March to October. They went through a little bit more March to October previously in details. I didn't really cover it because I was in the hospital at the time getting a baby. But you can go back look at that March to October stuff from last week. But the thing that we want, there's something that I want to talk about, right? Okay, new lineup and rotation logic. So a lot of logic updates, which they're needed, but it's going to be a very similar experience to previous years. Now, this right here, this 42 program is a part of the pre-order. If you saw my what pre-order video you should get, definitely it's kind of tempting, right? With these big names that you're about to see, to go ahead and grab the Digital Deluxe. And the Digital Deluxe ended up being quite a good value, especially with some of these names. They're talking a lot about, like, so we got Bob Gibson here as one of the 42. Now, these guys will end up being like high 80s. This is what they were last year as the Diamond Choice Pack. So if you call for that video, the Diamond Choice Pack, we got Willie Mays right here. These will come out of it. You'll have 2 choices with the Digital Deluxe. Right here is Mr. Junior in his Nikes. What was that? Is that what they want to show off? They wanted to show off a lot of their new equipment that they're bringing to the game. I don't really pay that much attention to equipment or stuff, but they really kind of showing them off on players. And then Mo's another choice there to throw a lot of cutters, and we'll see what they end up giving Mo this year. And then the last one is obviously 42 Jackie. So those are your pre-orders, at least some of the teases. It's too bad they didn't tease a new legend. Like I was hoping for like a new legend being teased after every stream, but they're basically teasing, you know, what you can get in your pre-order packs. And there are other ways of getting these packs. You can buy them off these players. You can buy them off the market. They were in level rewards last year, and yeah, you go. Or if I believe, maybe they're inning rewards last year. So there you go. Go ahead and there are alternate ways of getting them if you've missed it. So it's kind of neat to have like day 1 cards of these legends in game that are kind of well balanced against current day players. It makes the program pretty nice. They said they're going to reveal 5 more after next Thursday's stream. But there you go, your choice pack of the 42. That's it for the video. Not a really long one. Gave my thoughts on franchise. It's fine, but it doesn't feel like franchise is really it. And it doesn't really feel like they're doing much to it. So it's tough to try to invest our time into it when they aren't doing it themselves. But yeah, they're basically reviewing all the legends that we've already seen. I did the Legends trailer video, so you can take a look at that. So anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments what are you guys gonna play any franchise? March to October, I think if you've never played Man Will Be the Show before, definitely check out March to October. It is an enjoyable experience. If you've never played it before, they're making some changes that you can take a look at their stream for. But that's it. Thanks for watching Call to Action. See you tomorrow.